give me a countdown?
Go.
Hello, my name is Kevin Romanowski. I will be reading Nigel from Luminescence Dating, made by Carrie Perloff. The reason it's difficult for our American friends to approach 4th century military history with anything close to dispassionate analysis is that it's so oddly close to their own. Imagine the circumstances, the Peloponnesian War that had been fought and lost. The rhetoric of democracy had crumbled on the battlefield. That's cut off. I can't read that. The Athenians have no ideological construct to hide behind anymore. It's every island for itself. So what does the Athenian Empire resort to? Weapons buildup, young men in uniform being sent aboard, classical colonial behavior, where Pericles had oratory, 2nd century Cypriots had boys. What I mean to say is they had a generation of boys who were totally betrayed, young boys who knew nothing about Athens but were being sent to fight for her, while their families were starving and afraid. Don't you see? This extraordinary sight on the north coast of Cyprus is riddled with tension, represents generations of Greeks building on top of each other, getting further and further from their democratic ideal as resources get scarcer and competition for those resources heats up. Look at it, the hypocrisy of ruling democracy, the sacrifice of generations of sons never to come home again. How does it that children are taken from their parents? Why do you permit it? What happens when these children afterwards? Can you imagine? Do you have any idea what it's like to lose a child? Any of you? Do you? Can you imagine? Can you possibly imagine pain? I think that's enough for today. Mine, I would wonder if everyone ever figured out a reason for it that they could live with. I think about what I saw on television my last morning as a civilian. Those kids terrified and bleeding into Grant Park. I wonder what kind of world they woke up to when those wounds healed, if they healed. The moment that Sylvia believed in so passionately, all those dreamers, wonder if any of it survived. I think about Sylvia. I wonder if she ever forgave me for what I did. Did she know that I too thought it was pointless and cowardly, and that I loved her? Think about our child. What kind of world does my son or daughter live in? Wonder if he or she ever plays my 8 tracks or thinks of me. Feel how much I wish I'd known him or her. That's what it's like. Thank you.